we're celebrating year 5 over at 8-Bit Beard Co. In fact, we're having an 8-bit party. And in fact, I actually have 7 cents to go over with you. So it's going to be a big video. Let's get into it in just a second. But welcome first. My name is Brian. It's my Beards and Banjos YouTube channel, where we try to help you grow your best beer possible. Thank you so much for joining me. And Sean's the owner, and he's a family man. And this kind of brings back all kinds of nostalgia, family-friendly stuff, and like playing Nintendo games. I was making up the bed today, and I was thinking about these scents and Nintendo stuff, and all of a sudden, in my head, I was remembering Super Mario Brothers and playing some of those hard levels, and you know that music, that dun-it, 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 dun-it. It came back, all kind of deja vu and nostalgia coming back today. But let's get into these scents. There's 7 of them. I know that you can get them all in oil, which is $21.99. Some of them you can get in other products, like a 2-ounce butter or a cologne or a beard wash or a conditioner. I'll put the prices up for you. You can always save 10%. I am an affiliate at 8-Bit with the code BANJO10. So let's talk about year 5 is the what we're going to start with here. So this one, actually, even before year 5, there was another company that wasn't 8-Bit. Sean had, was called Epic Beards. And what he did was took one of the scents from there and kind of spruced it up a little bit. So this is your classic sandalwood bourbon. I love a good bourbon scent. It's got just a different kind of sweetness and richness to it that some other things don't have. And then you got the sandalwood, makes it a little bit more refined and give you a little bit of a powdery vibe, but it's got citrus with it. So it makes it like a orangey bourbon, old-fashioned kind of scent, if you will. But anyway, that's a good one, especially if you are into those classic sandalwood bourbon type of scents. All right, next up, we've got the 8-Bit Party, and this one's a little bit more of a novelty scent. Most of these other ones, even though they kind of look like novelty scents when you look at them and look at the graphics and the, you know, the Nintendo video game kind of vibe, if you will, most of them are not novelty scents. This one, however, I would call it a novelty scent. It's a fizzy birthday cake. And usually when I see something that's fizzy birthday cake, sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't. This one is just fine, but if it's got too much vanilla, and kind of leather, and 2 of these other ones have some leather in it, those are the things to me that go on the longest, and I tend to not like in my beard after so many hours. I'm ready to take a break and smell something else, even if I might like it out of the bottle. This one has got the fizziness to it, so I don't know exactly what the fizziness is. Anyway, you get the vanilla, but you get the fizziness and maybe like a spree or something like that you put in a Sprite or something along those lines. And then you get the birthday cake, and that's the part that does go on the longest. But it did not offend me. I did not get tired of wearing it that day. Next up, we've got Dueling Dragons. So this one is dragon fruit and dragon's blood, hence the Dueling Dragons. And then it also has leather in it. So let me smell this one again. Very clean type of scent to start with, and this leather is almost like a spicy leather, if you will. It's hard to put into words here. Something green, a little bit peppery. I'm thinking of the green here, maybe a cypress or something like that. Definitely a little bit more refined. It's not a sweet Italian leather kind of idea. It's more of a rugged leather with a little bit of spice added into that. And then the dragon's fruit and dragon's blood gives a little bit more sweetness to start with. And then the leather kind of takes over there towards the end. All right, next up, we've got one called C. And I think that's supposed to be inspired by Contra, which I'm not familiar with. But this one is cherry, blueberry, and tobacco leaf. And I'm a sucker for a cherry scent. You definitely get lots of cherry/blueberry, kind of an equal mixture of those, maybe a little bit more blueberry than cherry right off the bat. And then after that starts to go away, you've got the tobacco leaf that kind of gives a little bit more sophisticated vibe. But that one is quite a bit fun and fruity kind of to start with, and then some more sophistication takes over. All right, next up we've got Mario Tart, which is tart fruit, smoked leather, and cashmere. All right, this is one where you do get the fruit. I'm trying to figure out what kind of fruit it is. I'm not sure what kind of fruit it is, but it is more like a sweet candied type of fruit. I kind of get cherry in it as well. And then once that goes away, you get the leather and the cashmere. Once again, starts kind of fun and fruity, and then more sophistication is what you end up being left with. And then the last two here, I think, are my two favorites. They are a little bit more unique and maybe just a little bit more complex. So one is called Hippo Island. So Hippo Island is tropical fruit. Lots of fruit in these. Good fruit, though. Red berry, warm spice, amber, and soft woods. And I love amber and woods. Those are kind of two of my favorite type of scent profiles. And this one is just really, really good. It says tropical fruit and red berry. This one is a whole lot less fruit than the other ones and a whole lot more of spice, amber, and woods. And I get some greenery, some botanical stuff in there as well. Maybe even like a bay leaf, kind of a barbershop kind of thing. Just a little bitty bit. Wouldn't call it a barbershop scent at all, but I can kind of make that comparison and not feel bad about that. I think it applies. So that was called Hippo Island. By the way, so these have really all the releases over the past 6 months. So if you've tried some of these, chime in with your thoughts and which ones are your favorites. And then the last one is the clean cologne scent here called Metal Man. And it's unique, not just because it smells like a nice cologne, a light kind of springtime cologne, but it's got cranberry in it. And that's what makes it really unique. And then that saffron and red wood. You mix those together, you can actually see a little bit, it's kind of pinkish, a little bit darker pink than the other ones, which are more of your golden color, as a lot of oils typically are. Really, really good scent. Nice kind of aftershave type of scent, but just a really good blend on that one. That's my favorite, along with the Hippo Island. And then the other ones, if you like fun and fruity and sweet and leather and tobacco leaf and dragon's blood and birthday cake, and there's something there for everybody. Don't forget, don't sleep on that bourbon scent either, that year 5. That one's a little bit more sophisticated than some of the other ones too, especially if you like the way the scents used to be about 8 years ago before 8-bit got started on it. Most everybody had a sandalwood bourbon scent. This has got a little extra in it with the citrus. Anyway, that's all I've got for today. 7 scents there. I hope you enjoyed this. Let us know in the comments what sounds good to you or what you've tried, and use code BANJO10. And as always, appreciate you guys watching. We'll see you soon for another one.